Hey guys, Danny here. I feel like it's been ages since I've been able to talk to you guys. Oh, I really miss y'all. So I have been super busy this past week. Starting with the weekend, I did mind, body, spirit oracle readings at my yoga studio for 2 solid days. And I don't know how you guys read. I know some people, they're like, oh, I just flip the cards and just read it that way. Some people are like, oh, well, I listen to my guides. For me, ever since I was really little, I can read energy. Energy is what I pull from, as well as what I consider help for my guides, I guess. But my main thing that I do is I connect with people and I pull what's in their energy at that moment, right? So I have never done readings on this scale, which was probably about, I would say, a minimum of 15 to 20 a day within the 2 days. And y'all, it wore me out. Monday was torture for me. And you know, I don't know if you guys have like a ritual after you read, but I usually do the right steps and sage myself and sometimes anoint with oils or take a bath or whatever. I didn't do that. I was stupid. And it drained me dry. It really did. Monday, I had to take a nap. I couldn't function. I was like, no way. So it took me a hot minute to recover just because it was so incredibly draining. So, yeah, most of that's on me. I didn't do what I was supposed to do on Saturday night. And then on Sunday I got back and it was only because I started getting a migraine from like just expelling that much energy that I saged myself down completely from head to toe with burning sage instead of just spritzing like I was doing. Dumb. So yeah, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. But if you guys do energy reads, if you've ever done it on like a bigger scale or have any tips or tricks, like what do you guys do to kind of replenish yourself? For me, again, definitely saging, but I find I love my sprays, especially when I'm doing, I want to see if I have, oh, like I have one, I didn't make this one, but I normally make mine. It just so happens I had one here. This is a karma cleaner, but it's the same idea. But I make my own smudge sprays. So I use that, but for like a deep cleansing, I normally do sage, and then I'll either anoint oils that I need to replenish. I'll carry around. I say carry around because most of the time I have no pockets, so they go in my boob. They go directly in my bra. My crystals are like, I'll take a bath that has like crystals and botanicals and herbs and oils and salts and all kinds of stuff, just to kind of replenish myself, and a lot of water. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, we talk a lot about cards, but we don't talk a whole lot, or maybe I just haven't found a whole lot about like our rituals that surround it, right? And like what we do and how we read versus just what we read. So maybe I'll do another video and kind of talk a little bit more about that, and kind of maybe start a conversation. Or if anybody talks about it, pop the link below. I will definitely check it out. I would love to hear a little bit more about it, but I digress. So what I did was, I think I showed that I had snagged the Sacred Rebels Oracle before I went to do this weekend. But last Friday, what I did before I was going on Saturday was I cut all the edges off. I freed them from their borders, as we say, right? And I love the way it came out. However, I am kind of disappointed because my guillotine, I was looking around, I thought I had it, excuse me, that I used to cut my cards on. I have one of those guillotines, and it's pretty old. Like, it's a couple of years old, and it's starting to get a bit ratchet. And I got No, I thought I had it in here. Anyway, I got a small one. I thought it was gonna be so clever. And I got a little one, and I was like, this is gonna be perfect. That one doesn't cut at all. But my old one is starting to mess up, and like even if I line it up correctly, the blade kind of turns. I don't know what's going on. So it kind of ate up one of my cards. Let me see if I can find it. It's one of my favorite ones too. It's the one I said that, so I did. Because it's the one that I said that reminds me of my grandmother. This one. I don't know if you can see it, but like look at the, maybe if I do, maybe if I do this, you can kind of see the, maybe not, I don't know, but like it, you can't really, oh, here you can tell. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, it ate it. It ate it up. I was very upset about it. I immediately regretted what I was doing. But I was like, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I'm already halfway there. So yeah, I was not too happy. But I do love them without the borders. So like, I don't know. I just need to invest in another big one because I thought I was going to be slick and get a small one, especially for my cards. Make everything so beautiful every time I touched it, but that did not work out. But then I managed to get a card deck that I had never really seen before. I even tried to pull it up and couldn't really find anything on it. And that is this. The Universal Love Healing Oracle cards. Now, this is not something that I would usually get, but I saw one of the cards, and I'll show it to you. It was the Dream card, and I was like, oh, it's beautiful. I think I'm gonna get it. So I ordered it, and then, of course, I went perusing the internet to try to find more pictures of it, and I noticed how there were a lot of angels in there. And I was like, I don't know, like, talk about instant buyer's remorse. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like it. But I opened it up and I started looking, and while there are a few that I have taken out, all in all, it's not a bad deck. It really isn't. Now, there's a few that are very Catholic to me, and I will remove those. While I did take some of them out, for the most part, it's a great deck. So I'm just going to kind of flip through Moon Tree, which is my favorite card. Message from Afar. See, a lot of them are very generic, which I was really glad when I got it in, because I was worried. I was like, I'm not going to like this. This one has that burning heart kind of idea, but at the same time, I can overlook that on this card. Abundance, and I love, like, balance. I love this card. I kind of dig this birth card because it looks like an egg. Celebration. Now, this has the angel wings, but, like, with creativity, I don't feel like it bothers me much. Love divine guidance. This is it, y'all. Dreams. Beautiful. We have the Earth Connection, which is also the back. Embrace. You can really tell with this one. Now, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if it comes through because these are real shiny. But it does look like a lot of this art is done with spray paint or like an airbrush. So it's pretty neat. Emergence is not so bad. Again, it doesn't really bring up like Christian vibes for me. Or overly, whatever. Enchantment. Fear. Forgiveness. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this Guardian, because it just looks creepy to me. Healing sounds. Heaven on Earth. Love this inner child. So cute. So as you can see, especially like this one, like it's got an earthy vibe. Like, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Love this meditation. Miracles. the physical body, reflection. Now this retreat, I'm not a huge fan. I may take this out because I feel like meditation kind of does the same thing for me without being so like cartoon angel. Love this sacred union. Sorrow. Again, this reminds me of that Mary statue that used to like cry oil or whatever. I don't know if y'all remember that. Like I said, I grew up with a Catholic family, so like my aunt had it on video kind of thing. And so I'm not a huge fan of this, but I like the sorrow card, so I feel like I may overlook this one because I do love the energy that comes from the feminine, right? So that I feel like is overlookable. Soulmate. Not a huge fan of spiritual growth, but I feel like it's not so bad. The Gateway. The Goddess, which I really like. The Mystic kind of seems 80s to me. Like it kind of seems out of place, but it's not a bad card. Transience. I love this one. Transmutation. Trilogy of Light. Tantric Union, which I thought was interesting. Now the last few, I'm not a huge fan. Okay, like I like the idea that this card is relationship. What I think is weird is the fact that it's like an angel and a dolphin. I mean, I get like the whole like relationship with nature and with everything, the divine, but I don't, this image to me is, I don't like it. I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Because like she's like, I mean, is she sitting on water? Like I'm being judgy because I don't like it. I don't like it, okay? These, I just, no. Blessings, which is basically the Virgin Mary, and I just don't care for that kind of art. It makes me, no. And it's funny because I don't know. We're just gonna put it there. I don't care for it. Answered Prayer, I don't like that one either, much. And I did not notice what this was until about the third time I've looked through the cards. And I was like, oh, I see it now. Okay. And that's, I'm sure you'll see it right away. And that's, this universal heart is like Jesus. So I wasn't really, I'm not really a fan of that. Because the hashtag is complicated. But all in all, just, I mean, removing a few, no big deal. I do really like these cards. I think I might relieve them of their borders, but I think I will put them to good use, minus these cards. I think I'm just going to shove them behind their little guidebook and be done with it. Speaking of, let me do that right now. But the guidebook is really small, black and white pictures, but it's got a little blip on each of them. Not so bad, but it's got some cute little spreads. It's got a 4-card spread, a little like spiral spread, unfolding your purpose, a rainbow chakra spread, a creative star spread. Got some cute little spreads in there. So yeah, so all in all, not bad, not bad. Like I said, if you have a big issue with religious imagery, you could get away with it. Like I said, I'm pulling out a couple of these because I'm not about that. But for the most part, they're great. So yeah, that's what I got for you. And I will talk to you guys soon. There's Bubbles. I'm sure you guys saw her get up there. We did not name Bubbles. I think she should have been named something sassier. Lennon found out from the people at the adoption place that they called her Bubbles. So we couldn't change her name by the time she got back because that was Bubbles. That was her name. Why would we change it? Whatever. So Bubbles it is. Or for me, I like to call her Bubs, because it's just better. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll be back soon. Much love.